Again, if you have anything, you can type in the chat box. If not, leave your mic muted and we're set to go. All right, cool. So today we're going to start in a seated position. So crisscross, resting the right hand on the right knee and resting the left hand on the left knee. And we're keeping the spine nice and tall, sitting right on top of our sit bones, relaxing the shoulders, elongate through the spine, and we're creating plenty of space between the two shoulders. And we want to feel as though that the top of the head is reaching up towards the sky. And let's take a deep breath in through the nose. And let's exhale through the mouth. And keeping those eyes closed. And trying to relax at least one muscle on each exhale. And as you inhale, let's talk about our three-dimensional breathing. So you want to think about filling the lungs with as much air as we can. Think about it as like you're inflating a balloon. You're filling the front, the back, and the two sides. Good, and let's drop the head, chin to the chest. Still keeping that spine nice and tall. And let's tilt the head over towards the right and keep going all the way back. So the chin is pointing up towards the sun, and then up and over towards the left, and then back down so the chin's towards the chest. And we're going to keep going, rotating the head all the way around, loosening up all the muscles in the neck. And you can even have your breath go with your movement. So inhales, you go to the side and back, and exhales, you come down. Good, let's do one more head roll. Good, and drop the head. We're going to hold it here, and then we're going to head roll to the left. Inhale as you go to the side and back, and then exhale as you come around. Good, and keep going. Deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. If you get an occasional crack in your neck, that's a good thing. It means you're releasing all the tension. Good, and let's look straight up at the sky. And then we're going to look straight down at the ground. Good, and up at the sky. And down at the ground. Good, and let's add our breathing. Deep breath in as you look up. And deep exhale as you look down. Good, and one more. And exhale. Good, we're going to look front. We're going to just tilt the head up and over towards the left. And then bring it back to the center and tilt it up and over towards the right. And then back to the center. And then as you're breathing, inhale to one side. And exhale back to center. And inhale over towards the right. And exhale back to center. And one more set. And last one. Good, and let's take a deep breath in, sit nice and tall. And then as we exhale, let's curve the upper body, hollow the abdominal wall, and come into our C curve. So chin towards the chest, droop the shoulders over, and then we're going to roll back up through the spine. Head is the last thing to roll up, sitting nice and tall on our sit bones. And hold it here, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, roll down through the spine, hollow the abdominal wall, chin to the chest, drop the top of the head down. Good, and deep breath in, roll back up through the spine, and look forward. And then exhale, roll back down. Good, and now we're going to use our arms. Take a deep breath in, reach all the way up towards the sky. And then exhale, snow angel the arms back down to the knees and C curve. Good, deep breath in, press those shoulders down as your arms reach up. And then exhale, melt the elbows first, then the fingers, and then snow angel the arms down, C curve. Good, keep going, take a deep breath in. Exhale. Good, and last one. Exhale, keep the spine nice and tall, just relax the hands onto the knees. Good. Drop the head. Hold it here. And then bring your focus straight forward. Good. Take that right hand. We're going to reach it forward. Take the left hand, reach it back, and give a slight twist towards the left side. Keep the spine tall, shoulders down and away from your ears. Good. And take a deep breath in and hold it here. Good. And then very slowly untwist as you exhale through the mouth. And take the left hand forward and bring the right hand back and slightly twist towards the right side. Again, keep those shoulders down away from the ears. Elongate through the neck. Hold it here and take a deep breath in. And then very slowly untwist as you exhale. Good. Let's take that right hand up and over and look down at the ground. Make sure that you're side stretching, that you're not cutting through the center, and you're allowing the right side to stretch as much as it can. Good. Come back to the center and same thing with the left, up and over. Make sure that you have an equal amount of weight on both sit bones, looking down at the ground. Good. Come back to the center and let's add our breathing. Inhale, up and over towards the right. And then exhale, come back to the center. Same thing. Inhale, up and over towards the left. Good. And then exhale, come back. All right, cool. You're going to stretch your legs out in front of you. I'm going to face sideways just so that you can see me a little better. You can relax your toes, relax your legs, roll those ankles around counterclockwise or clockwise, whichever works. If your ankles kind of crack out a little bit, that's a good thing. It means you're releasing all the tension in the muscles in your ankles. Good, and then just reverse direction. Flex and stretch your feet. Good, and then relax those toes. Keeping the legs together. Let's take a deep breath in. Good, and just hold it here and exhale. Good. We're going to take that right leg and we're going to put up and over the left, and take your left hand and put it up and over your right knee. And give a small little twist. And then just melt in this position. And just focus on your breathing. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Keeping the spine tall. Top of the head reaching up towards the sky. Vigorously pushing that right hand into the ground. Good. Hold it here. Take a deep breath in. Good. Hold it here as you exhale. Good. And then come back to the center. Relax your legs. And let's do some more ankle rolls nice and slowly. Think as though you have a big crayon on your big toe and you want to draw giant circles all around the room. Good. And then just reverse direction. And keep focusing on your breathing. Good. And squeeze those legs together. The left leg, put it up and over the right. Taking the right arm, put it over the left knee. Keeping the spine tall, sitting right on top of the sit bones. Vigorously pressing your left hand into the earth. And take a deep breath in here. And hold it here as you exhale. Good, and very slowly untwist your upper body, relaxing the legs. We're going to flex the toes, take both hands, sliding down the legs, reaching for the feet. Dropping the head, bring the shoulders forward. Curving the spine as much as you can. Take a deep breath in. And hold it here as you exhale. Breathe into your back. Keep melting the knees down into the earth. And one more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, slide your arms back up your legs, stretch those toes and keep the spine nice and tall, bringing your focus forward. And take a deep breath in here. Grow an extra inch, reach the top of the head up towards the sky. And then exhale, reach down past your toes, flex your feet, drop the head, and curve the spine. Good, deep breath in. And then exhale, stretch those toes. Slide the arms back up and roll up through the spine. Top of the head reaches up. Inhale. Good. And exhale, reach forward. Flex the feet, reach past the toes. Inhale here. And exhale, roll back up. Nice. All right, we're going to lie on our back. You're going to keep the knees bent and feet are flat. Arms are down by your side. Palms are down facing the earth. Relax the fingers. Relax your arms. Shoulders are relaxed. Chin is slightly tilted up towards the sky, reaching towards the sun. Melt your spine into the earth. Glue each vertebrae into the soil of the earth. Melting those feet down. Knees are weightless. You can even sway them slightly right to left. Find your center. Tailbone is planted into the earth. Each vertebrae in your spine is sinking down into the ground. And then just focus on your breathing here. Take a deep breath in. Sink into the earth even more as you exhale. Good. One more deep breath in. And hold it here as you exhale. Good. And then very slowly, we're going to take our arms. We're going to flip the palms up to face the sky. And let's slide them out to our sides so that they're almost creating the letter T. Good. And then take a deep breath in. And exhale. Good. We're going to tilt the head up and over towards the right side, facing the right arm. And then very slowly bring it back to the center. And we're going to look up and over towards the left. Good. And then come back to the center. And let's add our breathing. Inhale, look to the right. Exhale, come back to the center. Inhale, look to the left. Exhale, come back to the center. Good. Let's hug that right knee in towards the chest with both hands. Interlace those fingers and relax that left leg long on towards the ground. Good. Just releasing that hip. Let it sink into the earth. Relax your back. Closing those eyes. Relax your shoulders down into the earth. Good. Keep a hold of the right knee with your left hand, but relax your right hand out to the side. Good. Let's take that right knee up and over. And we're just going to hold it here. Relax your left arm out to the side, leaving the knee exactly where it is. We're going to look in the opposite direction of our knee, creating a small twist in the upper body, and hold it here. Good. Take a breath in. Good. And hold it here as you exhale. And very slowly come back to the center. Relax your right leg down all the way. And then we're going to pick up the left leg, hugging the left knee in towards the chest, and bring both hands together to interlace the fingers over the left knee. It doesn't have to be a tight hug, it can be a loose hug. And we're going to hold it here. Sink those shoulders back. Melt each vertebrae in your spine down towards the ground. Good. And hold it here. Take a deep breath in. And hold it here as you exhale. Good. One more deep breath in. And hold it here as you exhale. Good. Let's take a hold of that left knee at the right hand. Relax the left hand out to the side and bring it up and over. Relax the right hand and then take your gaze and look in the opposite direction of your left knee. Good. And then just melt into this position. Deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. One more deep breath in and exhale. Good. Very slowly come back towards your center. Untwist those hips. Relax the left leg all the way down. Good. Let's take those hands up to the top corners of our mat. Or if you don't have a mat, just reach them past your head. Keep a slight bend in the elbows. Palms are facing the sky. Stretch those fingers behind you. Stretch your feet down to the bottom corners of the mat. Or, like I said before, if you don't have a mat, just stretch them down. Stretching the toes. Holding it here, take a deep breath in. And hold it here as you exhale in your X shape. Take a deep breath in, bring all the tension to all of your muscles. And then as you exhale, release all of the tension in your muscles. Good. And then on the next inhale, we're going to arch the spine. So pick up each vertebrae, make sure that's not touching the earth. And then as you exhale, I want you to do the reverse and sink your spine into the earth. Bringing your pelvis up towards the sky slightly as you feel it rock back. Good. And then take a deep breath in, arch the back, tailbone down. And then exhale, flatten the spine, tailbone up. Good, and keep going with your breath. Inhale to lift the spine off. And exhale, press it back down. Good, one more deep breath in. And then exhale. Good, relax those feet together. Bring the feet flat, have the knees up, keeping the legs hip width apart. Bring your focus forward. We're going to snow angel those arms down to the sides and all the way down right next to us. And we're going to plant the palms next to our hips. Palms facing down, squeezing those fingers together. And we're going to firmly press our feet and our hands down into the ground. So you want to feel as though you're pressing the floor away from you. Press the shoulders down away from the ears, elongate through that neck. Press your feet down into the earth. Press your hands down as well and take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale very slowly, let's tilt that pelvis back and let's reach the hips up towards the sky. We're rolling up through the spine, going into our bridge. Holding it here, let's take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale very slowly, let's roll the spine back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. And tailbone is going to be the last thing to lower. Good. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. So let's start to lift the spine off by peeling the tailbone off first. Center of the spine lifts. Shoulders are pressing down. Making sure we're not crunching the neck. We're keeping it elongated. Good. And then roll back down through the spine. Tailbone's going to be the last thing to lift. Good. And hold it here. Take a deep breath in. Good. And then as you exhale, let's start to peel the spine off again. Reaching those hips high. Good. And then roll back down to the spine. And then we're going to relax our legs all the way down. Good. Relax every muscle in your body. Holding it here. Keep those eyes closed and take a deep breath in. Good, and then open up those eyes nice and slowly. And taking your time, we're just going to flip over into a prone position. Onto our stomachs. Forearms connected to the earth. Fingers are reaching forward and together. Elbows are pointing down. Pressing our pubic bone down into the earth while keeping the legs hip width apart. Think as though if you had an imaginary necklace on, you'd be showing it to the person in front of you. So really show the chest forward. Good. And hold it here. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold it here as you exhale. Good. Let's drop the head. And we're just going to do a head roll here in our Sphinx position. So that as we arch our head back, we feel it in our spine even more than if we were in a seated position. Good. Let's do 3 head rolls. That's the second one. And third one. Good, and let's drop the head and let's head well to the left. All the way around. Keep pressing into the earth with your forearms. Good, last one. Good, and let's look down at the ground and then we'll look up at the sky. Good, and let's lower our chest down to hover the head over the earth. Let's spread our arms out to the sides even more, keeping a bend in the elbows. Fingers together, head is hovering, take a deep breath in. And then as we exhale, let's press our arms down and let's start to lift our chest off, peeling it off the earth, looking forward, holding it here, and very slowly roll back down to hover the face over the earth. Good. Take a deep breath in as you lift. It's not going to be a lot of range of motion. It's going to be very small. And then exhale, lower back down. Good. Inhale to peel the chest off. And then exhale, lower back down. And let's do one more for good luck. And then exhale. Good. And then let's plant those hands underneath our shoulders. And let's pick ourselves up and we're going to crawl back into a child's pose. So curl into a small ball and reach for dropping that head. Good. Hold it here and take a deep breath in. Hold it here as you exhale. Good. Very slowly, let's walk over towards our right so that we're stretching out our left. Hold it here and melt into this position. Good. And let's walk back towards the center and walk over towards the left to stretch out our right side. Good, and come back to the center. And let's come into a quadruped position. So onto our hands and knees. Legs are underneath the hips and arms are underneath the shoulders. Spreading those fingers away from one another. Focus is down and let's take a deep breath in. And hold it here as you exhale. So keeping that back nice and flat, thinking as though as if you had a cup of water right in the center of your spine, it would stay still. So it wouldn't be dipped and it wouldn't be up. You have a nice flat spine. Good. From here, we're going to change that and we're going to tuck the head underneath, chin to the chest. And we're going to tuck the tailbone right underneath us. And we're creating the letter N with our spine. Think of those if you were a scared dog, you'd be tucking your tail right underneath you. And then as you exhale, flat back, and we're just going to reverse it. Look up at the sky and bring the tailbone up as well, creating the letter U with our spine. Good. And then reverse, flat back, letter N, tuck the chin into the chest and tuck the tailbone underneath us. Holding it here, let's breathe into our back, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, move through the center. Don't just go right into your cow position. Move through the flat back and then look up, lifting the tailbone. Good. Hold it here. Take a deep breath in. Good. And exhale, flat back. Tuck the chin into the chest, tucking the tailbone right underneath. Good. And then flat back. Hold it here. Take a deep breath in. Hold it here as we exhale. Good. Let's come into our plank position. So stretch one leg back and then stretch the other leg back. Make sure that you have a diagonal line from the top of the head running down through the neck, down through the spine, and out through the heels. So we don't want the booty to be all the way up and we don't want the booty to be sinking down. Keep it level on a diagonal line from the shoulders. Good. And hold it here and take a deep breath in. And then as we exhale, let's bend those elbows back, relaxing the torso down, relax the toes, and let's peel the chest off the floor. Good. Tuck the toes underneath, come back into that plank position, take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows back. Relax the toes. Peel the chest off. Tuck the toes underneath. Come into the plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Bend those elbows back. Good, and hold it here. Let's crawl back into our child's pose. Crawling into a small ball, reaching those hands forward. And take a deep breath in. Hold it here as you exhale. Good. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders and very slowly start to roll up through the spine while pressing your hands vigorously down into the ground in front of you. Roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, and head is going to be the last thing to left, and then bring your focus forward. Good. All right, I'm going to face front so that you can see me. Take that right hand, reach it right across the chest. Have the shoulder reach in the opposite direction of the fingers. We're going to hold it here for 3 sets of breaths. Take a deep breath in, out through the mouth. Good, and switch hands. Good. Switch hands again, but this time rest it up and over the head and give a small amount of pressure onto the elbow. Again, holding it here for 3 sets of breaths. Good, and switch. Good, and then come to a seated position, crisscross. Resting the right hand on the right knee and the left hand on the left knee. We're going to take a deep breath in and hold it here. And exhale. Good, let's drop the head. Chin to the chest. Let's do 1 head roll to the right, all the way around, nice and slowly. And then let's do 1 head roll to the left. Good, and look straight up at the sky. And look forward. And let's take a deep breath in, reach those hands out to the sides. Exhale, bring the palms together. Relaxing all the muscles before you go. Just focusing on your breathing. Noticing the difference of how you feel versus before you started class. Opening up the eyes. And namaste. Good job, everybody. Thanks for coming to my virtual yoga. And take care. And